As someone who streams Warzone daily, I regularly get people telling me what the KD of my lobbies are. But what if I told you that these numbers don't really mean anything? Now recently I ran into some very difficult lobbies in Call of Duty Warzone. The kind of lobbies that felt like I was playing against competitive players or felt like I was participating in a customs tournament. Now, you can imagine my surprise when I go on to COD Tracker or Warzone Stats and see that these lobbies have been ranked at 0.7 or 0.9 KD, some of them even lower and some of them higher. The gameplay that you're seeing from this one today is allegedly a 1.13 depending on who you ask. And it was becoming quite apparent to me that the numbers allegedly spewed out by these websites versus what I felt the lobby was operating at were two very different numbers. The gameplay you're seeing today are from a mixture of a 1.13 lobby and a 0.7. I would say the 0.7 was more like a 1.4, and the 1.13 was more like a 1.3. I've played countless hours of Warzone, so it's starting to be surprising to me that lobbies that felt extremely difficult were allegedly not very difficult, and people who were watching the stream at the time agreed with me. It definitely wasn't an easy lobby, yet allegedly it was a 0.7. My last game from today, for example, according to Warzone Tracker and Warzone Stats, is a 1.17, but according to Warzone Hub was a 1.51. And Warzone Hub seemed to statistically say that most of my lobbies were more difficult than other websites were alluding to. So what gives? And why am I constantly being told about these numbers from viewers who seem to think that my lobbies are either easier or more difficult than they actually appear? Especially those who accuse me of using bot lobbies or having some kind of Activision special edition whitelist. What gives? Why does this happen? And why are so many people throwing around these numbers as evidence? The answer to this is that these websites are not accurate at all in any way, shape or form. And most of them are using completely inaccurate data in order to come to these conclusions. Now, I'm not accusing any of these websites of foul play. They're doing the best they can with the information that they have. And in reality, this is actually all on Activision. For those of you who are unaware, there was a period of time where Activision made the information of every account publicly available. Their KD, their wins, their statistics. By default, it was available on the API, which is effectively a pipeline of information which can be utilized for various different tools. This changed when the conversation around SBMM started heating up, and people were saying that skill-based matchmaking was ruining Warzone and making the game extremely difficult so that nobody could enjoy the game casually. And a website called Warzone Stats in particular was publicly advertising all of the KDs of various lobbies using all of the information they had available to them. And at the time, this was 100% accurate. They even ranked the lobbies with various different tiers like Diamond and Platinum and so on and so forth. But that's all changed, because once this conversation started happening, naturally, Activision, being the company that they are, pulled the plug on this information. They automatically made it by default that every account was now private on the API and only shared certain information if the account consented to do so. And they solely did this to shut down the conversation surrounding skill-based matchmaking, both in its constructive and non-constructive formats. Now, some people argued that yes, this made sense because people were being accused of bypassing SBMM and people were, basically being harassed for the KD of a lobby which isn't really in their control. But the byproduct of this is that websites like Warzone Stats, COD Tracker, Warzone Hub, so on and so forth, effectively stopped working and stopped becoming accurate metrics for how things unfold. Because these websites are now using historical information on what they used to have on these accounts. And certain websites are doing things different to others, meaning that the methodology for coming up with lobby KDs is completely different. Warzone Stats and COD Tracker, for example, seem to use historical data. So if they have historical data on the account, well, that will be the approximate KD that that account has given. And you might be thinking that that sounds flawed, and that's because it is. For example, my career KD at the end of Verdansk was somewhere around 3. At the moment, my weekly/last 100 games has fluctuated from anywhere between 4 and 6 KD as I've become a full-time streamer and play the game much more often. But according to these websites, I'm still my career KD, which was 3 or 3.3 or something of that demeanor. Now, if you're a private account and your information has been locked away, they'll still be utilizing that number, even if you've become a drastically better player or a drastically worse player. In comparison, it appears that Warzone Hub completely omits this information. If there is an account that they cannot get data on, they don't actually include it in the overall averages that they utilize to calculate lobby KD, which I guess to some extent you could argue is a more accurate perception of what these lobbies are standing at. So these lobby KDs that seemingly made no sense to what I was seeing in game is actually true. They don't make any sense at all. They're either using historical data, which by nature is faulty, or they're not using any kind of data at all and producing an average from that. Depending on how specific you are, like myself, you could argue that these websites are effectively invalid at this point. And although they give you some insight or possibly an indication to how things are working, in reality, some of them could be completely wrong. The lobby that I played in, which was a 0.7, in my opinion, was easily a 1.1 and above, possibly like a 1.3. And the 1.1 I played in was definitely not a 1.1. And you can see it because there are 4 high-skilled players with high KDs, sitting anywhere between career KDs of 2.5 to like 6. And we're struggling in these lobbies because every player we come up against is very, very good. So why am I bringing you this information? Is it to say, well, stop giving me these numbers, or, you know, feel sorry for little old me because my lobbies are difficult and streamers have it so hard? Absolutely not. That's not the case at all. As a matter of fact, I've always thought that although SBMM is super powerful, it can sometimes be a necessary evil in this world. But I think it's important to note that this information isn't always correct. Because at this point, you've got some players who achieve really great things in games, casual players, who are, you know, winning games that are being reported at 0.6, but could be a 1. Or you've got people who are doing really, really well in challenging, very difficult lobbies, kind of like the situation I found myself in with the 0.7, but in reality, it wasn't a 0.7. And at the moment, I see some people throwing around these numbers like they're some sort of statistical lifeline. They are, you know, the law. They are absolutely 100% correct. And if your game wasn't above a 0.8, then it wasn't valid. And that's just not the case at all. I want to mention again that this isn't the fault of these websites. And many of them, like Warzone Stats and COD Tracker and Warzone Hub and all of them, have offered really unique and useful resources, and some of them have really improved the conversation on skill-based matchmaking. The reality is that they're offering you the best information that they can, even if the best information isn't necessarily the most accurate information. It's more of a hot or cold indicator as opposed to this is 30 Celsius or this is 2 Celsius. But I thought it was worth talking about. Now I'm going to leave you with some gameplay from these lobbies, which was allegedly super easy, but definitely didn't feel that way. And I think after you watch some gameplay, you'll probably agree with me too. If you found this interesting or fascinating, leave a like, subscribe, and I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. And he still aggro pushed us.
Yeah.
Warzone. Ah, bollocks.
Oh, they're in this bloody building. I don't know. Oh,
hold on, I'll get a snapshot.
He's literally waiting there with the ground loot Armaguerra. He has the worst aim in the world. He had 1 health. One!
No, really?
1 health.
I'm a
This has been a cursed game for me.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Oh.
Right, I'm gonna go buy Westian, hopefully.
There's gotta be a team there, 100%.
Yeah.
This is where this loadout was where
now we can buy Westian and we can buy a loadout.
Oh, perfect.
So I feel like we would all benefit from that right now. Yeah. I've just picked up Scavenger.
Wow.
Right, I'm buying.
I wonder if we can scavenge a win.
I'm dropping my cash. Okay.
Dropping my trousers.
Let's get a loadout. We need.
I would love it if we could get a loadout. That would be
There's 7
great.
grand on the floor there.
I'll take that.
I'll take the stick.
Money on the floor. If you need.
Right, I can get literally anything else at this point.
And does anything else want to go wrong?
I mean, your OBS could crash.
No, let's not talk about that.
Please not. No.
No.
Right, we've had this ending circle how many times before?
Enough.
I'm hearing shots to the east. I can hear shots.
Car behind us.
Car behind. Carbohydrate.
Hey, there's a guy here.
Wait,
One guy.
wait,
Where?
wait.
Let
There.
me. Oh, in the tower.
No, he's in the sky.
He's now falling.
Right, well,
I
this is
feel
a
it's coming.
painful, disgusting zone that nobody wants to be a part of.
Yeah, this is terrible. Terry zone. Terrabad. Terrapin.
We're going to go left,
31
then we're going to go
players.
right.
Well, I've got this feeling that if we're here, we can try and hold people from runway. We've got absolutely no cover.
Sure, we want to move from the buy right now.
I mean, the buy is the
don't
best
know.
position. It is the best position.
Start, you might want to buy yourself a self-res for Westy.
Going out.
Get yourself a selfie each. Yeah, have fun with it. The only one you're going to get till next Christmas.
Study, drop your cash, please.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Just want to see Westy. Can you see this emote?
Where's that?
I'm hitting that car.
Yeah. You got a
My,
little
my,
grenade.
my mental health whenever I play this game.
People here. We don't want to leave the sanctuary of the buy station too much. Oh, yeah. Going up the hill. There.
Orange. Mm-hmm.
There's your red mark.
He's pushing back the other way now. There's no way that 3D spot shouldn't let you know that you're spotted.
Yeah, it should just go.
Yeah.
It should, yeah, 100% it should let you know that you're spotted. There's no way.
There's the shots. Once again, we're. I don't know whether
You want to
we
be
have
here.
Oh dear.
You want to be on light blue, really.
Yeah, you want the height, don't you?
You want the
Got
height,
an
yeah.
advanced UAV. You might want to be careful.
We need the height. We can't. If we go round to the right, sorry, the left, we're screwed.
It's not right if we go right.
Yeah.
If we go left, we're going to be low ground for the final circle, and we're just going to get mullered.
Stud, have you got any
Somebody's
spare,
shooting up there
snip?
right now.
Team's buying, yeah.
A click of snip. Thank you.
I've got an airstrike. if you
There's a
need.
guy there.
Let me know.
Let's just go as far round on this as we can and just get the height. Because otherwise, we are well and truly boned.
A good boning.
Oh, thank you. Well done. A happy bone for everyone involved. I just saw somebody's head. Yep. That is problem. This is large problem.
Full
I
team,
can't
full
u-
team.
Can't use my airstrike. Dropping it.
Yeah.
There you go. For snapshots. No hits. Down someone.
Nice. Oh,
It's got to be
Hit
straight
once.
ahead of you.
Yeah, he's there.
They're
I hit
getting
him.
shot from the building towards our 201.
no, from gondola.
There
Yeah.
has to be a guy down here. Has to be. There we go.
Get gondola.
Dead.
Down the guy on gondola.
Being shot by two guys on the edge of the map.
Guy, down the guy that was shooting.
Nice.
Zone's pushing him too. He's going to be behind that rock.
Might be able
Right
to
here.
land a thermi on that.
Right here. Not even kidding.
Running
Right
right
there.
side. See him?
Thermites on that player.
Okay, well, there you go. Kill confirmed. Lovely.
Battle hardened, but on that red mark.
Sniper.
straight.
You're about to get sniped from behind. Move this way.
On ping, on ping, on ping, on ping. Red ping. He's going to peek. Dead.
Okay,
Nice.
south. We've got snipers. Yeah, loads of snipers.
Oh, God, it's trash photography.
Good shots.
Shit.
wow.
Oh.
I gotta move. And they're gonna push anyway.
Where are they? Up where I'm
Yes,
going?
sir.
Right,
sorry.
I'll buy
Are
gondola.
they pushing?
I think so. But they got two of you.
Guy right on me.
Yeah, they didn't push though.
You guys
Yeah,
keep distracting if you can.
Nice shots. I'll see if they push around. Yep.
He's grenaded over the top.
Hit him once.
Guy up here.
Broke the snoop, yeah.
There's a guy on red, far left.
Nice, that me.
I'm low. I'm gonna need help.
Precision from here. From here. That was the precision from there.
Broke that guy. Broke
Westy,
that guy.
I need you to
highlighted.
drop cash. Westy, I need
Hang on.
cash.
Got the guy on the edge.
Here you go, Lucky. What do you need,
Two.
Lucky?
I need plates, so I'm buying.
Have you got any AR and sniper?
There you go.
Thank you.
Oh,
Got a bleed on one of them.
One more broken.
They got
There,
beams.
somewhere.
No, they got beamed. There's a guy in
did
in
he?
front of me. Yeah.
Thank you, Lucky.
Jesus Christ, this is so much hard work.
It is sweaty, boys.
It's Jason Bourne.
Broke that guy.
Nice.
No hit.
As if
Somehow-
he's just wiggity
Yeah, somehow he wormed around all of that.
wiggled around all of us there. That was insane.
Get here.
Last
4v2.
team, 2 people.
Rose skin, right there on red.
One
on
left,
that
one
tree.
left of that, one left of that, one left of that.
Tag.
Westy, I need a spare plate.
I haven't got any. I'm done.
Shite.
I'm out.
Dropping
Running
plate
this way.
black.
Running this way. Red
Yeah,
marker.
yeah.
He's flanking.
I'm gonna try and
Down.
confine.
And then the rose skin's over here. Hit.
Oh, please. Yes.
We did it.
Oh my god.
That was work.
That
was hard work.
was difficult.